Guys, well done. Jude, considering the stakes, considering obviously Greece's record, recent record, and obviously players coming in, where do you sum up tonight and the win?
Good win, important win. You know, a lot was made of the lads that weren't here, but I think the lads that were here who showed up were amazing. You know, Kurt making his debut, scoring, playing as he did. You know, yeah, amazing. I'm really proud of the boys tonight. Would have been, you know, 1,000,001 excuses if we didn't play well or didn't get over the line, but the lads went out and did their business so professionally, and back to the top of I think of the group. So yeah, where we belong.
Curtis, I think that's what's called making an impression on your debut.
Yeah, I tried. You know, and the lads around helped as well. I went out there, I was playing free, I had a smile on my face, I was enjoying it, and I'm happy that I came in with a goal as well.
Well, the goal summed it up, that freedom, that sense of freedom.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you've got a team like ours like that, you know, I can go high, I can come low, I can get on the ball, I can play. There's lads there to help. There's also lads who said, you know, I can go as well. And Jude stayed back, so, you know, I had a chance to their goal, and that's what I did. And lucky enough, I scored.
And what was key, Jude? Obviously, Greece had a little spell, as you'd expect, in the second half, and then you break clear. What had been key at that point, do you think, to bring England through?
Good defensive shape, character. You know, I think the staff set up a game plan that was perfect for this game. With the ball, you know, trying stuff, regardless of whether it comes off or not. It's a young team. We're all playing very well for our clubs. We're all, you know, exciting players, want to get on the ball and be creative. So we're going to lose the ball. I think it was amazing that regardless of how many times we tried and lost it, we carried on doing it, and that was the most important thing in the end, I think, perseverance.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you very much. Well done tonight. Ollie, well done. There was a lot of expectation tonight on England and some expectation on you, obviously replacing England's record goal scorers. So after that, what's the feeling?
Yeah, I think it's a great result, you know, a good reaction after playing them at home. Obviously a loss. We had it in our minds that we needed to win tonight, and it was a good performance, and we coped with their threat.
And what was it like essentially coming in? You're replacing Harry, and that brings obviously a degree of pressure, doesn't it?
I feel like there's always pressure whenever you put on an England shirt, you know, representing your country. You know, it's a massive achievement, but obviously a lot of pressure to deliver and bring that excitement. So I felt like we did that tonight. You know, there's players coming into the squad for the first time, making their debuts, and you know, playing like that is unbelievable. The boys that came on and also started. So yeah, I feel like it's a good night for us.
And a great start and a great move, wasn't it? A great start, great move for the first.
Yeah, for the first goal, and I feel like it you know, getting a goal early just settles the nerves, and obviously makes them come out and they have to deliver and come up with a bit of quality to beat us and break us down. So they didn't do that tonight. We coped with them, and then we went on to punish them late on.
Yeah, watching at 1-0, was there any sense that we'll stick with what we have? Because it still would have obviously been a scenario that England still could have qualified from.
Yeah, I felt like we didn't get the press right at times, and they grew into the game and had spells, but you know, we coped with them. The experience of our defence, and as a team we coped with their threat, and I think that was the most important thing. We knew if they didn't create anything, we would go on and create more, and as you've seen later in the game, we then got the 2 goals. So
Tonight, obviously, there'd been, to a degree, there'd been discussion about players who weren't here, but those who have played, Curtis Jones, for instance, Lewis Hall on debuts, they've underlined something, haven't they?
Yeah, obviously, if players aren't here, then it gives other players opportunity to showcase what they can do. So it's not a negative; it's just a positive for the lads that come in and like I said, show what they can do. And I think Curtis and the boys, Lewis and Morgan, grabbed it with both hands. So delighted for them, and all round a good night.
Some finish by Curtis.
Yeah, arriving late into the box, and that sealed the game. So you know, Kurt's showed what he can do with his club this year, and I'm glad he's got the opportunity to show what he can do here tonight.
A great win, Ollie. Well done. Thank you. Lee, well done. After the disappointment of the home game against Greece, what does tonight's win, the score and the manner of the victory represent?
I think it represents that we're moving in the right direction. I think you know, won't get too carried away. We've got a big game now on Sunday at Wembley, so yeah, we're looking forward to that. It's important now that we recover and get ready for that.
What was key? Because you've obviously had to call up players. You made a decision on Ollie Watkins, which was vindicated after 6 minutes. What was key, considering the juggling you had to do with the squad before and then tonight as well?
Well, I think it's just important that the players play to their strengths and we've got a lot of outstanding talent. The players that weren't here, we concentrated on the ones that were, and we spoke about it yesterday about players getting opportunity, and we've seen that tonight.
Well, Curtis Jones, I think, took his opportunity. Is that one of the better debut goals you've seen?
Yeah, it's not surprising. Curtis is an outstanding player. I thought he played really well today. And, even without his goal, with his goal, it was an excellent performance. So I'm really delighted for him.
And the other players that came in, Lewis Hall, obviously, on at half-time.
Yeah.
You've seen Morgan Rogers come on and also make an impression. Has tonight underlined the depth?
Yeah, well, I think people were speaking about last night the inexperience within the squad, but these players playing week in, week out in the Premier League at a really high level. Lewis is testament to Newcastle and himself, that he was able to come on in an atmosphere like that and perform the way he did. Same with Morgan Rogers. He's been really good at Villa. He probably could have been in the senior squad a little bit earlier, but it was important that we took our time with him, because hopefully he'll be here for a while.
The win obviously is important. The fact that you got the second and the third goals, was there a moment where you were thinking about sticking at 1-0, or was there always in your mind that the second goal had to be managed tonight?
Yeah, it was important that we keep attacking. We have to keep attacking. That's the way I want to play. That's the way I want the team's mentality to be. It was better for me when they started coming a bit more aggressive towards us, because you've seen the space that it created. So it's important that, once you get that one goal, the best way to defend the lead is by scoring again. So that's our plan.
And what has tonight underlined in terms of maybe resilience and togetherness, some of the foundations that were always part of the Gareth Southgate regime? Some had wondered maybe if those qualities were fading.
Definitely not. I think speak about it, a lot, that the work that Steve and Gareth put into the squad, where they took the team, where they found it to where they took it to, is testament to the work that's been done. And we're lucky that we're trying to just carry it on for the short spell that we've had, but ultimately it's down to the players 100%.
Now, of course, to finish it, you're top. It's in England's hands.
Yeah, we've put ourselves in now a better position than we were before the game. So, but it's not a job done. It's it's not time to celebrate. Hopefully, we can do that on Sunday.
I'm sure Thomas Tuchel was watching. Will you feed back at all, or what do you hope he's made of tonight?
Well, I'll catch up with him after camp. I think it's important that we concentrate. If he would have been very impressed, I'm sure he'll watch the game, and the amount of talent that we've got, considering, like you say, the amount of players that weren't here, is a lot of players have done themselves a lot of good.
Thank you very much, Lee. Well done.
Thank you.
Jordan, well done after the disappointment of the home game against Greece. What was tonight and the manner of the victory represent?
Yeah, it was a great result, hostile crowd. I don't know, I think it was like 3 years they've been unbeaten at home, so it was, the way we played first half. We managed the game in the second half. We knew for the group side of it, we knew we needed to score another goal and we had to be patient, and we did that. And it was I think it was a great performance all round tonight.
You had to be busy though. You had to be good.
Yeah, I was in the moment. Thought it was come for cross. I did everything I had to do, and I was at my peak, I'd say. But I still want to improve. A couple of passes what went astray. But I'm always improving. I always want to get better. But playing through the lines, decisions at the end, kick long, and making saves when called upon.
Did you feel you needed that performance in a way? As experienced as you are as an England goalkeeper?
No, you know me, Gabriel. I just crack on, train hard every day, and when called upon, I'll give it my best on match night. And you're short today, put in a good performance, but I would say it was a good all-round performance from myself. But there was lads there. Lewis come on, he blocked us making his debut. Everyone, a lot of positives from it tonight.
It was indeed. Well done tonight. Thanks, Jordan.
Thanks.